So going back to that, synchronicities. A good example is for me, I'm in Oregon right now. I'm in Medford, Oregon. So for me, synchronicity is anything that makes you go, oh, what? Something weird's going on here. So it might be like you're just thinking about a person and there they are, or you're just thinking about a person and they called you or text you. Music, you're thinking about something and the music seems to be echoing what you're thinking. Or answering a question, signs. You see signs around, answering questions. Really, as much as you open your mind and are willing to look at everything differently, the more it'll open up to you. So it's really just showing you that your perspective changes everything. A good example for me. I'm in Oregon. I'm in Medford, Oregon. And so last night was my first night here, and I had this weird dream. And basically, it started out where I was camping, and there was a girl there. I noticed the Andersons, which are some friends of ours, and I noticed a few of them there, and Allie Anderson actually really drew my attention within the dream, and then moved on to eventually going down the Riverwalk like a very treed Riverwalk in Winnipeg, and from there, the girl I was with, which I believe would have been Carrie, actually there was beavers coming out of the water, and all of a sudden Carrie turned into a skunk. It sounds weird, but this is how the dream went. She turned into a skunk, and I actually turned into a snake and actually slithered on the other side of the walk and started slithering all along the rocks to where I could see a perspective. I came up behind the beavers and could see Carrie actually about spraying them. It's kind of funny. Anyhow, how this is a synchronicity. Well, today I wake up in Medford, Oregon, and do my thing, and then I go and talk to a hotel clerk. And so I'm like, oh, what is there to do around here? Like, it's basically in like a box mall area. And just as I asked that, there's actually a guy that's just overhearing. He's like, hey, are you with the Conversation with God thing? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, a lot of those people like to go up to Ashland. So long story short, I decided to catch some buses coming up to Ashland. And so what happens? What happens is, and it's only because I'm paying attention to what's going on around me that I notice this. One girl gets on the bus, and she looks exactly like Allie Anderson. And she draws all my attention because she's got kids, and the kids are falling on the bus and smacking their heads. And then to move on, then as we're coming up, all of a sudden this huge smell of skunk, which brought me more into the realization, like, oh my God, I'm about to go somewhere. And my dream was showing me that it was already ahead of me. It knew where I was going. So then I get here, and then as I get into this area, which is freaking beautiful and amazing, I decide the first store I walk into, there's a magnet store. And, well, no, it's not a magnet store, it's just a store that's got everything. But the first thing standing in front of me is this magnet thing. Basically this kind of magnet stand. And what's there staring at me? A snake head with the back of it as a magnet. So it's like it's popping out of that thing and just staring at me like, oh my God. So there is somewhat of my synchronicity of the day. But I tell you, this goes on for me all day, every day. And it shows me my connection to everything. And that's what kind of I've been following my path and starting to realize that. And I think this path is available to everyone in all different ways. We all are on our own paths, which makes it sacred. And no matter how much I tell you about what's happened to me in my life since being open to this stuff, it won't change anything for you. The only thing that can change anything for you is really doing your own thing and following your own path and looking towards it. So this is to the people who are looking for something more. And to all the other people, I love you because you make this all possible. Thank you. Nice. Look around, Luke. 420. And some mushrooms. And this is Lithia Park. At least a little section of it.